Hello everyone, Sam here from Baramig. Today we're going to talk about the location-based services SDK that is provided by Baramig. Um, we are trying to provide affordable location services for startups in order to build amazing applications for Android or iOS. But today we're going to talk about the SDK for Android and we'll walk you through the integration process. So the location services SDK provides a couple of services. The first one is routes and roads where you can get the traffic and the status of the road along with the points of the route so you can display them in the map. After that, we have the search autocomplete where you can get suggestions when the user input any character that is being sent to the server. And we are having geocoding both reverse and forward. At last, you can use any tiling service with the SDK. Like if you want to use like Google Maps, Mapbox, or you can use an open source solution like OpenStreetMaps, or you can use MapDocs. You can have check on the pricing. Currently, we are providing 40 cents per thousand requests. This is way cheaper than the current solutions in the market. So yeah, let's get started. First, we need to sign up for an account. So I will go ahead and start the process. So I will start signing up. And here we go. So now we need to verify that the email address is correct. So in order to do that, I'll just navigate to my email address. And here, oops, sorry. So we receive the code, and this is the code 717045. Go back here, 7170 and 45. Verify. Now we can start using it. Now this is a simple dashboard that shows us like the usage of each service. So we have the search autocomplete, forward geocoding, reverse geocoding, and routes. Currently we have only this simple dashboard. We are working on extra features and the UI. So here is the client ID and the client key that we need in order to integrate with the Android app. So let's just go open the Android Studio, start a new project, and that project will be Google Maps activity. Actually, call it here um, my map, for example, and finish. So the project is building. So now we need to download the SDK. So if we navigate to the repo here, so I keep the link to the repo in the description of the video. So you can clone it and then can just um, I already have it. So let's just see the process. So file. So we need to import the module. Okay, so import module. We need to locate the folder that we cloned for the location services, and then you click finish. So now we imported the module, but we still cannot use it in our app. In order to do that, we need to go to project structure, dependencies, app, and then add module dependency, and then we will choose our SDK, and then all right. So now we can have access to the GeoServices class in the SDK, and we can import it like this. We can start importing co.ramig GeoServices. This is our module, and this is the class that we are gonna import. Now we have access to all the methods that we need in order to integrate the SDK in our app. So in order to show a quick demo of that, we already built this um, quick demo. So here we have the search autocomplete service where we can pass the client ID and the client key with the language and country, and then the query that we need to search for, we will return a list of um, suggestions that we can display to the user. And then we have the forward geocoding where also we have to send the client key and the client ID with the language and country, and then the query that we need to get the coordinates for, like this would be a human readable address, and we will return a longitude latitude coordinates. We also have here the reverse geocoding method. So it takes again the client key, client ID, language, country, and then we pass the latitude and longitude in order to get a human readable address. Uh, and this would be the result of the integration we have here. This is the address that we were trying to search for. So perhaps we can search for another address that is Dublin. So if I refresh the app, right, so now it took us to Dublin. So if we just go zoom in, so we are in Ireland and this is Dublin. I check in Paris. So this will get us the suggestions. We can actually print those suggestions if we just um, we can clear here and then we can do this log e, and this should be the search autocomplete, and also we can as well log the forward geocoding. So log e and forward geocoding. Sorry, this will be coordinates. And if we try to print those, so here we're getting the suggestions when I send Paris. So I have Paris, France, Paris, blah blah blah. So yeah, and here is the forward geocoding result, which is latitude, longitude that can be used later on in the app in order to like manipulate the map and show markers. So we got the coordinates here, and we pass them to the reverse G coding in order to get the human readable address, which is the town hall of Bangolet, whatever it is. So yeah, and then we are using here the add marker in order to get the in order to add the marker in the app, and then we use the move camera, and the camera can move and pin the marker in the middle of the map. So there's a quick demo on how to integrate the app, the SDK in your Android app, and make sure that you have access to network and internet by adding those tags in the manifest. So those permissions has to be added in order to be able to use the app. Here in the documentation, you will find how to use the app and what to expect as a response. So here, the search autocomplete, it returns an array with up to 5 suggestions. And then the forward geocoding, it returns an object with latitude, longitude. We have the reverse geocoding, it returns only a string of the address. And we have the routes. It actually takes two points, which is the origin and destination, latitude and longitude, and it returns a list of alternative routes, and it will give you all the details about the coordinates. So these coordinates are the route itself, that in order to plot it on the map. We have the route name, if there is any, and we have the total length. These are in meters, and the total seconds are in seconds. We have the pass through danger area, if there is any danger area that you pass through. So here it will show you like if true or false, it's a Boolean field. And if there are any toll gates on the road, it will tell you that it's true. If this is a heavy vehicle road, so you can have also access to that. And this is important one, like is fastest. So you will have only one route that has is fastest set to true, the others will be false. So in order, if you want to have like the fastest route plotted on the map, you would just pick this route, and then you will plot the coordinates on the map. Also, you will have the traffic status of the route. So we have here the jams and how many jams on the route and the coordinates of them. So in order to plot those traffic jams on your route, so you will be able to use those coordinates, like you can show them in red or something, so it will show that you have a traffic. We have also the toll price, because here we have a toll, so this is a toll road. So what would be the toll price? So here it's 4, and the currency, it will be mentioned as AED, which is Arab Emirates dirhams. So this is all about the SDK and how to integrate it with your Android app. We hope you like it, and I hope it will be beneficial for you. Thank you so much.